Started. Thank you for joining us here at 2024 CUSA Kickoff, presented by Sideline Design. We're joined by WKU head coach Tyson Helton and student athletes Elijah Young and Upton Stout. We're going to start with an opening statement from Coach before we jump to questions. Those on Zoom, raise your hands and we'll get to you once we're done with the room here. Coach?
Yeah, thank you very much. First off, just want to thank Conference USA and PGA of America. This is a fantastic facility. What a great place to hold an event like this. Conference USA has done a fantastic job with this event, so hats off to them. Excited about our football team, excited about the possibilities of what we can achieve this year. I think like a lot of football teams out there in college football today, you're trying to recreate yourself every single year. And I think we got a good mixture of guys that have been with us, that have established the culture of the program, but we've added a lot of new faces as well, and they've been a great addition to us. Two of those men sitting up here that have established our culture and that have been a big part of us is our running back Elijah Young and our defensive back Upton Stout. Two great men, two really good players. We'll be counting on those guys all season long. Excited about our conference, excited about the schedules that we have, the matchups that we have. Excited about, we were last year had the weekday games in October. I thought those were great to have, and the exposure that our conference received from that was outstanding. And now you're going into year 2 of that, and I think we have some really good matchups there. So excited about the season, excited about where we're headed, excited about, the opponents that we get to play in the conference. I think there's a lot of parity in this conference. I think it's anybody's game. I know as media, you guys like to rank and to say, hey, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is how it's going to fall. But I think you're going to look up every week and you're going to see some great matchups, some great games. You're going to see a lot of parity in this conference, and I think it's going to go down the stretch all the way to the end of the season. And that's what you want in a strong conference like Conference USA. So we're excited about that, excited about the opportunity, and looking forward to all these great games.
All right, jump to any questions in the room. All right, Coach, you guys are returning 4 stars on the offensive line. What do you see as strengths up there?
Well, like I said, we got a veteran group up front. I'm really excited about the depth piece that we have. I think we've added some good pieces that give us depth, and that's hard to do in college football today. Everybody likes their starters, but it's a next man up mentality, and who is that next man running out there? And we're excited about those guys that are running out there for us. Got a good veteran group, and I think big men lead the way, and certainly we're looking forward to our offense line doing that.
We'll jump to the front on the left.
Coach Ken Capps from Football Writers of America. Explain to me the parity, because it seems like if you read the pundits, it's Liberty and everybody else.
Yeah, I think, I've been in this conference since the creation in some form or fashion. I was, as a player at University of Houston, 1996, and I remember sharing a conference title with Southern Miss, and everybody had picked Southern Miss and nobody had picked Houston. And you look up at the end of the season, and here's Houston sharing a title. I've been at University of Memphis, I've been at UAB, I've been at Cincinnati, I've been at Western Kentucky now twice. And that's the great thing about preseason polls. Everybody gets to make their pick, but that's not reality. And our conference has done a fantastic job of bringing in really competitive teams and good markets and good recruiting locations. I look up several years ago, nobody knew who a UTSA was. Nobody knew who maybe an FAU was, and you watch those programs grow. And I think you're going to see that over the next couple of years with Conference USA. The additions of some of the teams that we've added, we just added Kennesaw State. I mean, they're going to be a fantastic football team. I know it's a new year for them, and they're just now entering the conference. But at WKU, we don't look past anybody, and we have respect for everybody. And, I've had a lot of experience with it, and I just know how a season goes. And you better show up and play in this conference, because it is anybody's game.
Jump to the front.
Coach Kevin Burrell from Sports Illustrated. Just talk to us a little bit about TJ Finley, what he brings to the offense, and maybe now not having Malachi Corley, who are some receivers you're looking forward to seeing step up.
Yeah, I really like our quarterback room. First off, Caden Velkamp, who won the bowl game for us and did an outstanding job, has really done a really good job throughout spring. We added TJ Finley. He's one of those pieces that I talked about, one of the new pieces that I think can push and try to win a starting job. Overall, the quarterback room is strong. We have good leaders in there. They support each other. Like all good veteran players, TJ came in, did his job, was not, he said, Coach, I want to earn everything I get here. And he did a great job of building rapport with our players. Again, we have a great culture. Everybody also loves Caden. And we understand let the best man win mentality. And, how things start ain't always how they finish either. So you better come to play every single week. TJ embraces that. I think he is a great addition to our locker room. And we'll let our quarterbacks compete through fall camp. And then I'll make a decision probably about halfway through camp, and we'll roll from there.
We'll jump to Zoom for Light on Sports. Go ahead.
This question is for Coach Hilton. So Malachi Corley became your 4th NFL draft pick in the past 3 years. And can you talk about what has been a key to your success in developing players for the next level?
Well, I've always said it starts with the person first. You want to have great people. You want to have passionate people. You want to have people that have goals and aspirations to be highly successful. When you find those individuals like Malachi Corley, then it's my job as a coach and our staff's job as coaches to develop and build those players to reach their full potential. And Malachi Corley is a great example of that. We've had several high draft picks over the past couple of years, and all those men represented that. They were good men first. They were very passionate about being excellent in what they do, and then they were good players on top of it. But that's why they call us coach. We're supposed to get the best out of those individuals, but you can't replace that. You can't coach passion. You can't coach work ethic. You can't coach an individual's ability to come to work every single day and fight, scratch, and claw to be the best that he can be. And certainly Malachi is a great example of that.
All right, we'll jump to Jeff Nations on Zoom as well. Go ahead, Jeff. All right, I don't know if Jeff's mic's not working. I'll jump in with a couple questions for our student athletes. Elijah, you had a breakout year last year. What are you kind of hoping to build on as you enter the 2024 season?
Really just, we just going to grind. We got a second in the conference. That don't mean nothing. We just going to work. Got new guys, a new lineman, whole new offense coordinator. We going to go run for it.
And Upton, you're leading the defense. Where do you guys feel like your strengths are, and what do you hope to?
I feel like our strengths isn't just in one position. I feel like we have strengths with all 11 people on the field. So it's like, I feel like it's just regrouping from last year, trying to figure out what we could work on this year and get better on. Really just working on ourselves as a group, honestly, just trying to build off each other, give each other energy, momentum, and just having fun with each other and see how special we could be.
And one last question for Coach. If there's no other questions in the room. You guys are 15-4 in November since you've been the head coach at WKU. You kind of faced, Liberty and Jack State in November this year. Two of the top teams in the conference. Where do you guys think you achieved, such success late in the season?
Well, I think we talk about all the time, it's your full body of work through the season. One game does not make a season. And we really talk about that a lot in our program, about it's not how you start, it's how you finish. But our players hear all the time, it's you're judged by your full body of work. There's this old saying that says, what you do in November, they remember. And we definitely hang our hat on that. And we will have to do that this year because we do play two of our top teams in the last two games of the season. And it makes for great football. It makes for great television. And hopefully we're all having a lot of success and so that we get a great game and great matchups in November.